Hey guys, how's it going? So as many of you guys know, I have an Airbnb in Central California. It's my first one. It's done really well aside from the fires that are going on right now. But I think I just found my next Airbnb and I'm super excited to share it with you guys. It's out of state. This will be my first time buying a property out of state, especially using Airbnb. So I've been super inspired by Rob Built. He has a YouTube channel, super cool guy. He's been buying Airbnbs all over the US and creating some unique stays, which is super cool. I believe he's in the Smoky Mountains right now, putting together a bunch of tree houses and a bunch of other cool things for people to stay at. And it's all about the stay and the experience and making it unique. So I've really taken that away from him. And I thought, I'm looking to invest. I might as well give it a shot myself and kind of venture out of state. So today I wanted to go over how much the purchase price is, where it's at, and what the numbers are on AirDNA, and what I'm gonna do to prepare to write my offer hopefully this week. So let's get into it. So even with the market being red hot, a seller's market, interest rates are low, and I don't think Airbnb is going anywhere. So my investment strategy hasn't changed. I'm trying to get that cash flow and create a unique stay for someone to go outside of national parks. So I'm looking in Virginia, actually outside of the Shenandoah Mountains, and from what AirDNA says, this place right outside of the Shenandoah National Park, it should do very, very well. The demand's there. So I want to go over the numbers with you guys real quick, and I will pull up AirDNA here. So if you go to AirDNA, you can type in any city, and to be specific, once you pay for AirDNA, you can actually put in the property address, and what it'll do is it will grab other listings that are close by your property and let you know what they're doing in revenue. So it gives you a very good understanding of what you should expect, and obviously you can compare what you want to do to the current listings on Airbnb to make it better and dress up the house for a better stay for your guests. But right now, I'll go over the demand for this place right outside of the Shenandoah Mountains, and there's a rental demand of 97. So obviously it's out of 100. That's extremely good. It gives you the average daily rate, and average daily rate is $258. October, it looks like it's the slowest month, and per night they're charging roughly around $229. In June is the peak season, and they are charging $274 a night. Occupancy rate 87%, which is phenomenal. December, it drops down to 70%. In July is 90% occupancy, which you're pretty much booked. If you have done your Airbnb right, have decorated it, and have had professional photography, I can guarantee you that you're gonna stand out way more than other hosts and become more booked. So total revenue on average, they're saying $5,280 per month. February, they're saying $3,830. In August, you can get up all the way to $6,941, which is bananas, especially the prices. I'm looking at a property that's $324,000. It's been sitting for roughly, let's see, it's been sitting for 21 days. So obviously it's a different market, not a big city or anything like that. Probably not a lot of demand unless you're an investor looking to purchase an Airbnb. Could be. So with the purchase price, I'm going to be coming in a little lower. I'm hoping to get it for $315 this week. I want to put in an offer. So what I did, I was looking at other homes in the area and called on one, and the listing agent was very helpful. I asked him a couple questions in regards to the price. I thought it was overpriced just looking at comps in the area, and he gave me the go around that the seller thought his house was worth more because it's on Airbnb and it's been successful, so he thinks he can charge more, but in reality, that's not how it works. But since the realtor was super upfront with me and he was representing his client in a good way, had nothing bad to say about his client, who obviously had their house overpriced, he handled the situation very well, so I thought I would stick with him and have him help me out through the process of purchasing a home in Virginia and utilize his resources in regards to handyman, cleaners, and whatever else I'll need to purchase the home and rely on these people when I am gone. So as I look on Airbnb right now, it's extremely important to see what your competition is within the area, how the houses are done up, designed, and what their nightly rates are, and how their photography is, because then you can get a gauge on how you can make yours a little bit better. And so I'm looking, and it looks like a lot of people are in the $285 per night range. Here's one for $237, one for $108, which is a private room. Obviously, I would be buying a 3-bed, 2-bath house, and it's roughly 1,200 square feet. And a major thing for me is built in 2007, so I want to get a property that has been recently built, whether it's late 90s, 2000s. So hopefully with plumbing and electrical, I won't have to worry about it as much as if I was buying a house, let's say a little cottage that was built in the 40s. It's probably going to have more problems. So that was a huge thing for me when picking out a house. Some of you might be thinking, Kyle, how are you going to manage this property all the way in Virginia when you're in California? Well, I've learned a lot from having a property in Central California. It's still a 5-hour drive, so I've learned to lean on people up there and trust people a little bit more. With handyman and neighbors, getting all their information when I'm up there and connecting. And it's very interesting, especially because a lot of these towns are very small. They all know each other and they watch over each other, which is super cool. Even though I'm having these Airbnbs and maybe some neighbors aren't really that excited about it, it does bring the town visitors who spend money there. So it keeps the town going, which is a great thing, especially in these small towns. But what I've learned from the house outside of Sequoia National Park is always have a slush fund ready for anything. I wasn't prepared for these fires to happen, but thankfully I was prepared, and the bank account set aside for that property. So since my guests are canceling due to the fires and the park being closed, I do have money to pay for that mortgage, so it's no stress off my back. Another thing I've learned is having a Ring doorbell is extremely important, and you can see what's happening in front of your house. For instance, last week I had bears get in my trash cans, and there's trash all over my driveway, so we had a friend clean it up and put my trash cans back. And you can also see who's coming in and out of the house, which will ease your mind. But sometimes it does get a little annoying when your app is consistently ringing. So I've kind of turned it on silent and just check it every now and then, just for peace of mind. Another big part of having an Airbnb far away is obviously your house cleaners. They will always be your eyes and ears on the ground, and it's important to have a house cleaner who has dealt with Airbnbs before. And what I've done is I've added my house cleaner as a co-host, so she can just see who's booking and who's canceling, and she knows when to send her crew to the house, and there's not a lot of communication. So I put a lot of trust in her, and I'm willing to pay top dollar for the cleaning service to have it be more automated. So with that knowledge and knowing how important that is, I'm definitely going to take that to Virginia, and I'll probably end up being in Virginia for a week, settling down, at least a week, settling down, trying to meet neighbors, and calling realtors and meeting plumbers, electricians, and different cleaning crews. So with this, I know I'll have 2 of everyone, and I'll always be ready just in case someone gets sick or they quit. I'll always have, I'll always have someone in my back pocket to help out, and I will need one thing that I haven't really done my research on, and I will really need to do, is finding a furniture store that's nearby that can deliver trucks full of furniture and also set it up for me, or at least bring the furniture inside so I don't have to do all that work myself. I'm hoping my business partner will come along with me, but a week or 2 weeks out there is a long time. But I'm very excited. I thought I'd share this with you guys. I'll keep you updated. I'm almost 100% sure I'm going to be putting in an offer this week. So hopefully next week I will have an update for you guys and take you along for the journey out to Virginia, getting it set up, and I will show you around the house. I'm super excited to continue this journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.